important question that is generally asked in the interview, that GCD or HCF. So what is GCD? GCD is uh, greatest common divisor, or HCF is highest common factor. So let us suppose we have 4. The factor are 1, 2 and 4. 4 divided by 1, 2 and 4. And for 6, the factor is 1, 2, 3 and 6. So what is the greatest common in this? So greatest common in this, which is going to divide both, is 2 only, right? So what about 6 and 12? For 6, the factor 1, 2, 3 and 6. It divided by 1, 2, 3 and 6. And for 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. So what is the greatest number? So now 6 is also going to divide with 3 also, 3 also. And here is also 3. But we need to find out the greatest. So what is greatest? Is 6, which is going to divide both. So one thing is clear, that if A and B, if A is 4 and B is 6, if A is 6 and B is 12, so one thing is clear, the greatest common factor is the minimum of, maybe that there is a chance of minimum of both 6 and 12. So minimum is 6. So now here 6 itself, but it is not going to exceed the 6. It is not going to the upper limit of 6. So one thing is clear, that minimum number is between two number, minimum number is there, that is going to be the GCD or HCF. So let us suppose, let me explain 4 and 6. So if we can consider 4, we can check with 4. 4 divided by 4, yes. 4 divided by 6, no. So remainder is not going to 0 for 4 divided by 4 is 0, but remainder for 6 divided by 4 is not going to 0. So we can minus 1 from the minimum number. So minimum of A and B is 4. So 3. We can going to check. 4 divided by 3 is not going to 0. Now we can check with the 2 itself. So 2 divided by 4, yes, remainder is 0. 6 divided by 2, remainder is 0. So our greatest common factor, so greatest common divisor or highest common factor is 2 itself. So let me write this using this approach in my mind. So let me write a function where we can pass A and B. That function is going to give the output of HCF or GCD. So let me explain that. So one thing is clear, that let response should be means result should be, one is thing is clear, that minimum of A comma B. This is clear, right? So let me do one thing. What is the next, what is my next approach? Let me explain that next approach. Yeah, so what is the next approach now? The next approach is we can check while, one thing is clear, that while B is greater than 0, or sorry, response should not equal to 0. So let me write yeah. So let me write it here. The condition, if what is the condition? If A modulus A divided by, or A divided by response, and B divided by response equal to 0, equal to 0. Okay, now we can return this response as the output. Okay, if that is A divided by response and B divided by response, if both the cases not fulfilled, then we need to response minus minus. Okay, and again let me explain this using the you take this number 4 and 6. Okay, so 4 and 6, what is the minimum number between 4 and 6? Between 4 and 6, 4 is the minimum number. So response result is not equal to 0. This condition already fulfilled. Now we can go inside this while loop. So we can check the condition. 4 divided by response, 4 divided by 4 equal to 0, yes, but 6 divided by 4, no. So we are not going inside this loop. We are response minus minus, we are doing response minus. So 4 divided by 3, no. It is again not going to go inside this loop, because in order to go inside this loop, both the conditions should be true. Okay, so minus 1, again it is 2. 3 minus 1, again 2. So 4 divided by 2, yes. 6 divided by 2, yes. So we can go inside this loop and we can return the response. So this is the one way of solving the problem of GCD or HCF. Okay, thank you.